in down the road at the old station, which was an old schoolhouse, in 1972. And there were 4 members who really pushed hard to get this fire station started back then. Archie Reed, who was the first fire chief for the Cheatham County Volunteer Fire Department, Lord Harris, George Collier, and Jim Smithia. So without their hard work and dedication, we wouldn't be here today. They worked hard to raise money. When money was tight, they spent their own money. They built their own trucks and operated for many years. I have an article here. In 1976, they remodeled the old schoolhouse and added some bays. And if anybody wants to see this article, it's a good article from the Ashland City Times, where they spent a lot of money back in '76 remodeling the schoolhouse. Concrete, added bays, added a kitchen, some more amenities. So without their hard work, we wouldn't be here today celebrating the opening of this station. I'd like to ask if there's anybody here that served on the Cheatham County. It was called Cheatham County Volunteer Fire Department, then later the name changed to Two Rivers. So is anybody here? I know we have at least one. If you would, please stand up. I know Clake's here. Anybody else? Clake's dad, it was Archie that helped get Cheatham County started many years ago as the first fire chief. This will take a few minutes, but I want to read this because it's a lot of information, short period of time to give, and I'm going to stick to my notes. But today we wouldn't be here in this building if it wasn't for a lot of people. I want to thank Mayor McCarver, the Emergency Services Committee, and the County Commission for their support in funding this project and allowing me to oversee it. And some of you are standing, so if everybody that's on the commission, Emergency Services and the commission, would you please stand? I also want to thank Mayor Steve Allen, Ashland City Fire Department, and Chief Walker right here. They cover this part of the county and have for several years. And it's been a great partnership. They've done a lot to help with this building, and I appreciate their work, and I'll mention some more of what they've done here in a few minutes. I also want to thank the commission because we do have now 2 paid people here 5 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and they're Chief Walker's firemen. So we're very grateful for that, and the community should be grateful for that. And they also are trained in first responder and medical, so that's a great advantage. And this is the 3rd station in the county that the county has funded like that, Pigram and also Thomasville. So I want to thank them for that. I'm going to mention some of the contractors. The way we did this building, we bid it by pieces. So I'm going to go through here kind of quick. I don't want to bore you, but John Warren was our architect. I want to thank TWRA. Nobody could be here from there today, but TWRA gave us 2 acres out of their 20,000 acres to build this station. Took a little time because a lot of money for this land came from the state, and some of it came from the federal, so they had to get permission all the way up to the federal government, but they did give us 2 acres, and we're grateful for that. Robin McNeese did the plumbing, Ken Fry did the concrete, Doyle Wilson and Moses Crocker did the framing, Ronnie Arms did our drywall work, Gerald Johnson did the electrical work, Denny Mechanical did the heating and air conditioning, and Danny Phelps Trucking did